Alrighty, so we're taking a break from the resin right now. I had this thin, very old thin blanket, and it was not holding up well because it was so thin. So I cut it in half, and I had an old comforter, really nice comforter that I had for like 10 years. I cut that up into 6 sections, figuring I'd make baby blankets or just something out of it so I didn't throw it out, and I would use the batting. So I folded up squares of the comforter and I made a doggy bed. And look, little Charlie is loving it already. He already jumped up and went to sleep. So I made one, and I'm on my second one now. And we're on the last piece of Alright, so now I'm trying to do it one-handed, so I want to make sure I've got my material far enough over. Make sure everything's down. And it looks like my bobbin thread ran out. So I'm going to have to change my... You don't want to be looking at me. I have resin rash right now. Not good. Not good at all. My eyes are swollen, and my eyelids have a rash on them. And I've been putting coconut oil on them because I usually don't like taking medications and stuff from doctors, so doctors don't get along with me well, and I currently don't have a physician for the last 5 or 6 years because I refused all their medications. So they told me they couldn't treat me, and I can't find a doctor of natural medicine that I can afford because they're very expensive to go to. So just deal with what I have and what I have to. So we're looking for another black bobbin case here, which I should have some already wrapped up here. Oh. Hi, Libby. How are you? You winner, you. Congratulations. I was so excited when they said your name. You're going to have so much fun. I love Perfetto. I don't know if you've seen my other videos I put up. I made a lot of stuff out of their paints and stuff already from one in the blue box. Yeah, I was so excited when I won too. They are awesome. So much fun. They make it fun too. I have to get my bobbin in. Well, you know what? Those greens might be so pretty that you will become a green fan. It's alright. You just put that with your collection. I'll tell you what's amazing that they have is the dispersions. it only takes like a drop of using one of their dispersions to start coloring anyway. 2 drops if you want to get a little more fancy. I need to change the settings on my... Oh, I missed it. What am I doing here? I want to go back to regular. I missed your last comment and it's not showing me on my phone. I guess I just got done watching Stone Coat. I was late. I was in a mediumship demonstration watching one of my teachers. And I missed my Stone Coat tonight. And let me see. I'm trying to bring up the chat now. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that is thick paint. Well, they were showing you like their gel paints. Their paint is regular. It's a regular consistency. And what she was showing you was another type that they have. They have all kinds of cool stuff. I go broke trying to buy stuff from them. I'll tell you, they got a lot on the metallicmart.com. They have a lot. All right, now we're back in business. The dreaded bobbin ended. All right. Now, I'm trying to do this with one hand and hold the phone at the same time. So I'm sorry for the camera being all over the place. Let me get this back in place. I gotta put you down for a minute. Okay. Let's see if we can finish this. Well, this is the Singer Sew Mate. And I always wanted to get a serger. My sister's a beautiful seamstress and always made dresses and beautiful things. And I always envied wanting to get a serger, but didn't happen. But I'm very happy with a regular sewing machine because I have, 59 stitches on this? And this was $100 and some at Walmart. So I'm happy with it. I usually only sew in the colder months because I'm not going to sit at a sewing machine in the summer, that's for sure. Well, I don't have all the fancy embroidery stitches. I only have like basic embroidery stitches. But those embroidery machines are to die for. Whoa. Well, I'll tell you, this is a little bit of a challenge trying to hold this in my hand while sewing. But Charlie's loving the first one I made. I only have this one little side to do and then I'm done. And that doesn't sound too good in there. That bobbin doesn't sound like it's happy in there, to be honest. It's making noise. Nothing like finding a big bird nest underneath your sewing projects, right? I don't want to move it. It's almost done. Is it working? Let me see. It's tight. I have a walking foot for those. I just deal with the simple stuff. I had all kinds of parts and pieces for all kinds of machines that were given to me. I didn't know what to do with them. So I ended up giving a lot of it away. Figuring I would never use half of it. Oh, you know what's going on? The pillow was stuck. Let me see. Doesn't sound good. Sounds terrible. I gotta keep putting the phone down. I have to keep putting the phone down. Sorry. Keep moving it over. It's a wool blanket, so it's walking itself. Now I just lost that seam. And you know what I did? I did not put it back to the zigzag stitch. Done, you little you-know-what. All right. I did it. So, I mean, I'm not crazy that I don't have that zigzag stitch on the full side of it, but there's another one. Now he's got two. So I'm going to put one on the couch chair where he likes to lay next to his daddy. And I'm going to leave one right here because he likes to be next to me when daddy goes to bed. Aw, it was nothing, Libby. See, he likes to sit here on this chair. Aw. They're fun. They're fun. Keeps me company while daddy's working. So that's cute. I like it. He likes it. Oh my gosh, so I have such a tiny little living room, and I had to plastic up the windows last night. So I put the plastic on to keep the heat from being sucked out. And then I decorated inside there first. And then I washed my curtains, and it is pretty cold here. We've had some snow, and Sunday it went up to 54. That was amazing. And then I don't know what the temperature was today, but it's getting pretty cold. There's my mermaid I made. Did you see that video? Made her out of resin. Made one of the freeform molds out of the silicone, bathroom silicone. This one I had a hot glue holding the hook on the back, and it fell off. So I have to use hard as nails or actually screw some screws, tiny screws in the back of that with the hook. So I'm not putting that back up until I have the right hardware on it. So, and there's my candy geode that I made. Made that out of my sprinkles. And I did a brick. I painted it white, and then I used some of the alcohol inks on there. Looks pretty cute. Oh, I gotta check my fountain. I always forget about this fountain. See that fountain? I gotta keep refilling it, and I always forget about it. I have to get some water. I'm gonna have to put some water in that one. Oh yeah, my peacock feathers. I love peacock feathers. These ones I got at Michael's. And they come with the little backing on them. These were on clearance. They still have them there, but some of them were on clearance. And this one has a backing on it. So I got 2 of each. At first I had this table all nice and decorated. I was going to do my YouTube stuff there, but I couldn't get the camera to be set up, and I didn't want to face it on me. I really didn't. It's not about me. It was about what I was making. And then I thought, you know what? This table would be nice for me to sit at and do readings. But I'm in the mountains, and no one cares about getting their mediumship readings done, so I just started stacking stuff on it. There's something really cool under here, though. Did you ever do those diamonds? They're, let me move this out of the way. I missed your last comment. Yeah, it was telling me I couldn't connect. I did a peacock. I haven't framed it yet, though. Yeah. These are just plastic. But they call them diamond art or something like that. I got this off wish.com. I didn't understand what it was. I thought it was just a pretty picture of a peacock. And then it came with all these rhinestones, and I'm like, what the heck? So I had it for a long time before I ever actually did it. But I finally sat down and did it, and it really didn't take that long. I love those. Are at Michael's. I got that for $17 with a 50% off coupon. My Michael's has them all the time. And that was my sun geode. So this is all my first stuff that I ever did. These are my first ones. This wasn't my first one, but that was one of my first ones. Like crystals? Look at that. That's my pride and joy right there. See, yeah, lots of crazy little, funny little stuff. I tried doing glass vase. That was a real trip. And one of my first geodes was the plate. Oh, the mermaid rock. Yeah, I was doing, I wanted to do painted rocks. That's how I came up with the 26-inch mermaid. I copied what I did on the rock. This is for PA rocks. I'm supposed to go hide this, but I couldn't part with it. My granddaughter really likes looking at it when she's here. I should make a bunch of them. I should lay a bunch of rocks out and just make a bunch of mermaids to put around. Because I don't think There's too many mermaids of those around. I wish I could show you my cases. I can't. My shaman tools are in. There's a big amethyst on that one. Some healing lady sent that to me when I used to do my healing work. Big wand. And in there's all my stones and rocks I used to use for my healing sessions. But it's so small in here. See, it's like being in like a trailer. It's 2 coal mine houses put together. So this would have been one house on that side. And then that would have been the other side. So the living room was actually only this big in the house. Is that crazy? But they cut it open, and so now we're in two coal mine houses. Yeah. So right where the sun face was, there was another door there. But they put sheetrock over that. On the outside of my balcony that runs along the second floor here, there's 2 doors outside. So it looks like two houses, but really it's not. So I have, what do I have? 6 doors? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 doors to my house. Yes, you'll have to show me sometime. But I am trying to go through things. Because I have areas like this, wherever there's a surface, I just have stuff like all over the surface because I have nowhere to go. So I've been talking myself through. I'm gonna need to put stuff in boxes and just get rid of it. That's me when I was 21. Yep. Yep. That's when I was 21. I'm now 55. Right? I was the shit back then. Only I didn't know it. If I knew then what I know now. See that? We know it all now. This was one of my first. It's my first resin painting. I call it Spirit Rising because it looks like spirit coming up. It's not that big. It's not that big. Look, it's not really that big. I'm just trying to show it to you without a glare. But that looks like a woman to me. This looks like where her head would be and her body. And she's rising up out of the mist. And that looks pretty cool too. Yeah, I really love that one. That was my first one. So, anyways, what are you doing, Charles? Are you waking up, huh? Did you wake up? Did you get out of your pretty bed? You like that, don't you? You like your new bed. He's such a good boy for Mama. He's such a good boy for Mama. Yeah. Say hello. Say hello. Yeah. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. It's almost time for a snack. What do you want? What do you want? Tell Mama what you want. See that when he does that to my hand, that means he wants a treat. I named Charlie after my dad. Charlie boy. Yeah, he was the runt of the litter. And I couldn't afford one of them teacup ones. They wanted $1,200 for the dog, and I was like, I can't do that. So we got him for $6. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, he loves those chicken treats. He's a good boy. He's a good boy for Mama. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. like, I don't want them watching me eat, Mom. Ugh. All right, so I don't know what in the world I'm gonna do now. I have a rash from the resin. On my eyelids. I've had it for 2 weeks. I didn't know what it was. Yeah, I didn't know what it was at first, but then I joined the group Resin is Not My Friend. And I'm lucky I didn't get it as bad as those women. No, it's not Stone Coat. I was using a Viratex Light, but they are all made of chemicals. And I didn't realize I've been having symptoms for months. And I just never paid attention. So, I love the products, but I have to say that no matter what they say about VOCs and all that kind of crap, well, guess what? It's all chemicals and it's all toxic. So I've been noticing my lips have dry patches on them that they're not, it's like half on the lip, half off the lip. I didn't understand what that was. Now I know what it is. And I was in such a small space downstairs. I'm not going to put this on myself, so you can look at the sun. I was in such a small space when I moved everything down into the workshop in the basement, and there's no ventilation. Oh, I haven't seen one of them in a while. But I'm just using coconut oil, and I'm just taking a break. And when I am gonna do it, I'm gonna put the fan in the window. But we're coming up with a fan and a dryer hose thing. Are you're in bad shape in general, or because of resin? I used No rash. That's good. I used to go to the endocrine specialist when I thought I had thyroid issues and stuff, but Hashimoto's. My sister had that. Yeah. Yep. I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. I don't know how she does with it now, if she still has it. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's no fun. None of that. I've studied up on all that stuff. What? I quit going to doctors. Tell them to go F themselves. I changed my diet. I went to 80-90% plant-based. Did a lot of the green juicing, did a lot of detoxing. Um, that sort of thing. There's some other things I'd like to do, but I can't afford it, like have my amalgams taken out. I can't afford that. But there's so much crap in the air and fake food products and food-like products and just crap in general that they expect us to eat. That's why we have the garden. And we go to a produce store every 2 weeks and fill our 2 refrigerators up. The keto diet. I have heard about that. Yeah, I have diabetes. I stopped taking their meds 5 or 6 years ago. I didn't like the side effects of them. I told them to shove it up their ass, and I changed my diet. I was sort of like the Atkins, yeah. I tried doing the meat diet and that, but then it started freaking me out with that. You're eating cancer that's in the animals and all this shit, and I was like, oh my god. So we did some meat eating for the last 6 months, and I'm just blah about it now. I don't want it no more. I want to go back to the vegetables because vegetables are so great. So we're back to our vegetables. And yesterday I sauteed pumpkin and squash on the grill. Oh, it was so good. Because I have a lot of squashes and pumpkins sitting on my table still. Yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm going to be making some more of that. Doesn't fill you up too long, but it is damn delicious. I didn't know what else to do with it. I hate to see it go to waste. I never grilled pumpkin either till yesterday, and I was like, I can't believe I never did this. It is so delicious. I put coconut oil on I put a iron griddle on top of my grill. I wash it, dry it, then I put coconut oil on it. So I cook on the flat side of the griddle with coconut oil. And that's how I cook on the grill. I don't cook right over the flame because they say it causes carcinogens when you do that. Yeah, I do too. I love it. That's what I put on my rash. That's what I put on my eyelids. Coconut oil. Extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil. I get mine from vitacost.com. I don't cook with olive oil because you're not supposed to heat olive oil. It becomes bad for you if it's heated. If it reaches a certain temperature, it's not good for you. Olive oil is supposed to be cold. Yeah. So I only use it for salads. Um, if I was to dip bread or something. I don't. I used to make healing oils and salves, and I got away from using olive oil because the shelf life is too short for it, and a lot of my stuff will go rancid. So I just switched everything over to coconut oil now, and I really like that. But I get it at vitacost.com, VITACOST.com. And they got great products. I get my organic shampoo and conditioner there, and my soap I use on my body. I get the organic soaps there. They sell all Bob's Red Mill products. I get all my nutritional supplements from VitaCost. I'll get like BOGO deals. Buy one and get the second one 50% off. I just got my B12 melts and my vitamin C, and I get all my stuff from them. I'm not a hippie. I'm not a hippie. I'm just trying to fight the good fight. I don't know. Some people have called me that though. I never thought I was a hippie. I used to be a hippie though. I used to smoke my face off. It's all right. I don't mind. I had a good life. Yeah, Mother Earth, peace pot, Mother Earth. But I gave up the weed several years ago because I wanted to do my mediumship, and so I wanted to respect spirit. So, so I'm not so much a hippie anymore. Ha 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 ha. I used to make great stuff when I was younger. Yes, I did. But I figured the first 50 years I had that in my system and now I don't want it. Yeah. And it's weird because I gave it all up and now it's becoming legal. And I'm like, oh, it figures. My whole life it was illegal. Now it's legal and I don't do it. But I want to have a clear mind and clear everything so that I understand what my all my senses are and all my sensitivities are so I can feel and hear and smell and taste spirit. So, oh really? Well, they're starting to legalize it around here now. But Yeah, I'm not doing it no more. I get high on spirit. I get high on communicating with them, sitting in my mediumship circles and bringing through messages of loved ones and bringing healing to both worlds. Yeah, it wasn't, once in a while, I guess it would have been okay, but I started noticing that it wasn't good for me. I would get such anxiety from it, and it wasn't good anymore, you know? You need to hire me one day. What, for a mediumship session? I don't charge for my mediumship sessions. Um, don't tell me anything about anyone who's passed, in case you do, but you would have to download the Zoom.us, and I sit on webcam, and we could go in the room alone and sit with our webcams, and I'll do a reading for you that way. But I don't charge. I'm a practicing evidential spiritual medium, and um, I'm not charging. Zoom is a webcam program. It's called Zoom.us. I think it's zoom.us.com. I'll send you a link for it. And that way you can download it because it's I don't know if it's better to do it on the phone or on the computer, but for me, I sit at my laptop. And that's how I do all my classes. I'm in mediumship development circles and classes and practicing mediumship all week long. 3, 4 times a week, I use the Zoom and go into classrooms and go into circles that way because there's no one around me to do that. I don't have anyone around here. So I do it with people around the world. And I'm very fortunate that I do it with very amazing, amazing mediums. So fantastic. It really is. They're just amazing. So when I sit in a development circle, we're reading each other's loved ones. And so I get the most incredible readings of my loved ones and friends that have passed around me. And my spiritual teacher who passed on, she comes through now and brings validation for me. And so she's really helped me. They all help me, but it's helped me so much to get that validation, to understand that, the physical body dies, but our consciousness, our energy and consciousness never die, and we live on forever. We never die. It's just the physical body dies. So it's so amazing to hear from them. And then when I go into meditation and I visit my loved ones, I'll get validation, like, say, the week later, and they'll thank me for coming to visit them, that they enjoyed the visit and all that stuff. So that's so wild. My grandmother did that to me. She's like, tell her thank you for all the visits. And I thought back and I'm like, well, wait a minute. She made all the visits. I didn't make all the visits. And then I thought, oh, wow. She's talking about while she's been passed on and I've been doing my mediumship. I do the Rainbow Bridge meditations or go into Summerland through my teacher's meditations. And I was like, oh my goodness. How many times have I sat in my own space and hugged and talked with my loved ones? And here she is thanking me for all the visits, and it made complete sense. And I was like, wow, she's really thanking me for the visits that I'm doing now with her. Because I kept thinking back to when she was alive, and I'm thinking, I was a kid and she would come visit me all the time. I never visited her, but she was talking about right now, like what's going on now. So that was such validation. That was like, wow. So, but it's cool. Charlie, it's the wind blowing stuff around. So, anyway, I love it, and it's awesome to communicate. I'd love to sit and I could send you a couple links if you do meditation or whatever, or even if you don't do it now, you could still look at these. Um, they're from my teacher. She has a few on YouTube. Um, she's a world-renowned mediumship teacher and medium, and she's incredible. I will send you the links. I absolutely will. Absolutely. And then I'll send you the link for the Zoom, and then we could sit and do Zoom chat. And then the only thing is, like, you have to be alone in the room, and it has to be quiet, and I have to have no one around me, and it just has to be quiet. So we just have to get a time when we're both going to have the time to do that. No problem, hun. I would love to send you that stuff. I'll give you the links as soon as I end this, which I'm probably going to end it. I was just I was just going to do that sewing video, but my buddy Libby came on. What time is it where you're at? It's 11:16 here at night. Always nice for you to visit, Lib. I only have a few people that come and visit with me, so I appreciate you coming. Okay, so we're only an hour difference. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right, I will send you links. I'm Eastern, and I'm on. I'm on. So if you ever want to chat, you can always Facebook message me or whatever. All right, I'm gonna go get you the links. Thanks for coming on and hanging out. And congratulations, you the green woman now. I'll talk to you soon, babe. Have a good one. Rock on. Make something beautiful. Ciao.